Hello, this presentation is on Spring Title I at Cedar Ridge Elementary School for the 2016-2017 school year. Our agenda today is to do a welcome, to tell you a little bit about the title program and our progress for the year with your children, about summer reading and the value of summer reading, and to discuss the required parents survey on programming. As we discussed in the fall, Title I is allocated to schools based on the percentage of students receiving free and reduced price lunch. That does not mean that Title I is for only free and reduced price lunch children. What it means is that according to your free and reduced price lunch percentage, that is how the money is calculated to come to the schools. Title I funds are used to serve students in order to raise academic achievement as well as to provide additional assistance to students who experience difficulties in meeting the state's performance targets. So as we talk about student progress, we talk about the programming that we have used this year. We have used a Heinemann program this year called Level Literacy Intervention, LLI. Those are the little books that your children are reading. They include some writing, they include reading and phonics instruction. You can see that LLI is used also for small group instruction, and it supplements the classroom literacy teaching. So that is a newer program that we've used at our school, and we've had phenomenal results with it. In the younger grades and for students that are still struggling with phonics, we use Sonday 1 and Sonday 2, and that's working on beginning reading, writing, and spelling instruction. You may have heard your child talk about the levels, and I know the teachers at conferences talked about the different levels that your child is at. In mathematics, we used Number Worlds, and the goal of Number Worlds was to look at those beginning skills and foundational skills in math and to close the achievement gap that the students had in mathematics. So the students received in grades 3 through 6 Mathematics Title I, and we used the Number Worlds program. Once again, the Title I teachers and interventionists discussed this at conferences. For our student progress, the Title I teachers, they monitor the progress by the levels in LLI and Sonday, and also in Number Worlds, and progress was reported to you at fall and spring conferences. If the Title I teacher wasn't there, then the information was given to the classroom teachers. Title I teachers and classroom teachers, of course, collaborate together to watch the progress of the child, and student progress is measured by classroom, different kinds of assessments that we do in the classroom and reading levels, by some local assessments, and we do some FastBridge testing, and that's just a dipstick, F&P levels, and chapter test levels, and then our state assessments, which happens in grades 3 through 6 in MCAs. So there's many little, as we call them, dipsticks to look at the different levels of the children and to see how they are progressing. So we're not just looking at one type of test. As you know, in the fall, you signed a parent component to Title I to make sure that you were supporting your child's learning and that you were reading to your child and setting a positive tone for learning. And part of that was to develop a collaboration with the Title I teacher and the classroom teacher, so that together we could work for the best of your child. And we really want to thank you. We've had many emails this year from parents and phone calls to our Title I teachers to clarify, to ask progress, and also for you to come as you came to conferences. And all of that helped with the progress of your child. So thanks for being a collaborator in your child's education. We will be sending the link in this for a parent survey, and this is required by the federal programming for our parent survey, and it gives us feedback so that we have an understanding of how to meet the needs of the students. So you will see that link, and we really ask if you could just take a moment to fill out that survey. It's short, it gives us valuable information. There is at the end of the survey an open box so that you can make comments if you have any comments to add. Unfortunately, next year, Cedar Ridge did not qualify for Title I funding. And if you remember at the beginning of the PowerPoint, Title I funding is based on free and reduced price lunch percentage at the school. So next year we will not have a Title I program. We still will have an intervention program, but it will be a much smaller program. And so we just also need to let parents know that the Title I money will not be available to Cedar Ridge for next school year. Once again, thank you for being collaborators in school. We appreciate everything that you have done. We've loved working with your children, and have a wonderful summer.